multinationals. There's a lot of uncertainty about the status of multinational companies in China these days. And some people see opportunity moving forward, but you have to agree that there are still a lot of challenges.
Well, I have a funny way of framing this because, especially with the technology multinationals, what I tell them is you've got to find a comfortable place somewhere between suicide and self-destruction. Because suicide is the business unit manager from the United States or Europe who's been coming here 5-10 years. And they come 3-4 times a year. They think they've got Halpunga, they've got friends, and they're managers on the ground who know things have changed radically. It's hard to convince them. So I call that suicide by not recognizing the change here. This is a very different, tough, muscular government. They very much favor local companies, and they want to say, what are you doing for me today if you're a foreign company? That has changed. That is a suicide to not know it's changed. Self-destruction is going too far the other way and letting the government intimidate you into handing over all of your technology or a big part of your business when you don't need to do that. You've got to use sound business judgment. You've got to follow the policy of the government here, and you've got to find a middle ground, but you've got to stand up for yourself. Because the government here, their rhetoric is very tough on multinationals. They're no longer friends of China. In fact, they've been people that were exploiting the Chinese market if you look at some of the anti-monopoly stuff. So you got to remember, you're not a friend of China, you're not special, you're less than special. But don't let yourself be intimidated because the government knows they need multinationals, they need the investment, they need the know-how, and actually the workforce here likes the multinationals because of the open-minded ways of management, and so they're needed. You need to stand up for yourself in a respectful way. And I've seen too many companies, their first instinct is, well, I better hand over my business to my Chinese competitor. You got to be very careful on that. So find your comfort zone between those two. That's for technology. If you're in other sectors, it's very different sectorally. For retail here, a number of the retailers are doing quite well because China needs to transform to a consumer economy and getting quality goods at a low price to these people through good logistics and quality food supply and quality product supply, and honest marketing is important. And the globe's retailers are pretty damn good. So they have more opportunity here now. But everybody's got new challenges, and you got to recognize the gilded era is over. The fast growth, it was fun while it lasted. It's a new world here, and it's changing. You've got to watch it day to day.